Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm not sure if the volume is fine, so I'm just going to wait for a bit till a few people come on. If you can hear me, can you please say yes, I can hear you, because I'm not sure if the volume is all right. Please let me know if you can hear me, guys. Otherwise, I'll be talking and it won't have any value for any of you. Can you hear me? Perfect. Thanks, Sujata. How are you doing? Good to see you all. I'm doing a live after a long time. Thanks, Sukanya. Good to see you all here. Don't forget to say hi to me if you're watching, because this is one of those rare occasions when I'm trying to make it interactive. Usually I try and meet people at my motivational workshops, but today I thought it'll just be a casual chat. Hi Payal, good to see you. Thanks for letting me know the volume is fine. Okay, I'm just waiting for a few more people to join us. Today's session is going to be about maybe 10 minutes. Hi Sam, how are you? Good to see you all. So many of you I actually haven't caught up with in a long time, but I'm really looking forward. Hi Poonam, how are you? Okay, so how has today been? For me, it's been quiet for a change, which is great. And I've caught up on some reading, which I usually don't get much time to do. I'm reading Maeve Binchy's The Glass Lake, which I'm actually reading for the third time. So that just goes to show how good an author she is. And so many of you know who I am already, but for those who don't, I'm Nim Golkar. I am an author and a success coach and a motivational speaker. So I was working in corporate for the last 22 years, and I gave up corporate last year. So that was a massive leap of faith for me. And I decided to write full-time, speak full-time. And to all those who've attended my workshops, you know that I swear by the comfort zone. I swear by the leap of faith. And I thought, well, since I talk so much about it, I should really practice what I preach. So that's what I did. And yeah, I'm having fun. So we're going to talk about a few things today. I've written down a few questions that people normally ask me. And if you have any questions regarding personal development or professional development, please do write that question here, and I'll do my best in the time we have today, the next 7 to 10 minutes, to answer that. Okay, so firstly, the question I get asked most often is about self-confidence. And what I always like to say is self-confidence is not something that can be bought at the supermarket. If it could, the world would never lack confidence, would it? Also, it's not something that comes by wishful thinking. I've met people who believe that they can wait and eventually they'll feel confident. It's not going to happen. By the way, those who are watching, please don't forget to say hi to me, because I would love to know that you're there on the other side listening to me. It's quite lonely here talking by oneself, so please don't forget to say hello. Okay, so back to self-confidence. Self-confidence doesn't actually come through wishful thinking. It doesn't even come through willing it. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, before I got into this whole public speaking and motivational speaking thing, and before I actually went to the first speaking gig, hi Swati, good to see you. Before I went to the first speaking gig, I remember being terrified. I was really terrified because I had never spoken in front of anyone ever before. Hey Sammy, good to see you. And I had never spoken in front of anyone. And I thought, you know what, I should wait for a while before I feel confident. And only when I'm 100% confident should I go up on stage and talk to people. Hello Mazia, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hi Nancy, nice to have you here with us. Thank you for joining in. Okay, so I was terrified before my first speaking gig a few years ago. And I kept telling myself, you know what, I'm going to wait a little bit more. I'm going to wait a little bit more before I go and speak. And then I realized that we're never really fully ready for any of the leaps of faith we take in life. There's never a perfect moment. You're never fully confident. And I knew that if I kept waiting to feel confident before I actually did anything with my life, I probably would be still sitting here today not having done a single speaking gig. So I simply decided to grit my teeth, walk up on stage, and speak to whoever was in the audience back then. And my first speaking gig actually had maybe 10 people, but even then I was terrified because I had never tried it before. So the little message that I want to give you all through that is, if you've been waiting to do something special in your life, whether it's following your dream, whether it's changing careers, whether it is traveling the world, whatever it is, I don't want you to feel the pressure of waiting for that perfect moment, to feel fully confident, because I'm going to assure you today, you're never going to be fully confident. It's not happening, right? So you just have to embrace that sense of not being fully ready and move ahead. Okay? I'm glad to see so many of you have joined in. Don't forget to say hello to me so I can say hello back to you. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, of course, the favorite, what will people say? So many of us are actually not doing so many things because we're terrified of public opinion. Hi, Sukanya. Hello. We're afraid of public opinion. We're afraid of what people are going to say, what they're going to think of us. And hi, Pooja. Good to see you. Okay, so here's the thing, and we all know this, but we allow ourselves to forget it. People are going to have something to say about you no matter which option you choose. Okay, sometimes we say, I'm not going to do option A because then I will be criticized and ridiculed and laughed at. I'll take option B. And you know what? They're going to laugh at you anyway. They're going to ridicule you anyway. So you need to follow your heart. Hello, Jason, Kara, good to see you. You need to follow your heart because people are going to criticize. To go back to my personal journey, when I gave up my corporate job last year, it was a good job, a lucrative job. And when I gave it up to follow my dream and passion of becoming a full-time author and motivational speaker, I know that there was a lot of criticism. I know I was the subject of conversation for many people. And while some of them openly came up to me and said, Nim, are you crazy? Why would you do that? I know that many didn't actually come up to me to say anything, but still ridiculed my decision or spoke about me behind my back. Hi, Sagar Ansari, nice to see you. I knew that would happen because people always need something to talk about. For some people, actually criticizing others is a full-time job. It keeps them completely busy all day long, all year long. Are you going to stop doing what you really want to do in life because some nameless, faceless people are going to talk about you? Even if they're not nameless, faceless, even if they are in your immediate friend network or in your relatives, you only get one life, guys. Why would you worry about what others say? They're going to say something no matter what. So the message from that particular point is go ahead and do what you've always wanted to do. In your heart, if you believe that you're doing the right thing, please don't let what others are thinking about you stop you in your tracks. Cool, I haven't had any questions so far, so must be that I'm covering all the points. Hi Vipin, nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. What else? Now, work-wise, let's come a little bit to careers and professional life, okay? I get a lot of questions from people who ask me, Nim, I am working so hard at my job and I have been working so hard for the last 7, 8, 9, 10 years, but I haven't moved from where I first started. That I'm still where I started, and people who are less deserving than me, less skilled than me, less, talented than me have moved ahead, got promotions, pay rises, and I'm still stuck where I am. Now, the thing here that I like to explain is that many people mistakenly assume that their work has to speak for them. But you know what? Your work is just a silent contributor. You know in your heart that you are working really hard. You know in your heart that you are giving more than your 100%, and yet no one is noticing it, and yet you're not getting ahead. So I put up an article this morning, just a short one, which said that it's not about how talented you are, it's about how many people at work and which people at work know about these specific talents and skills that you have. So the trick here is to build your personal brand, to get more visible at work, to know what your USP is, your unique selling proposition. Hi, Anupsin Rajput, nice to see you. Okay, we have a question here. I feel fear of insecurity stopping us to achieve our dreams. Jason Kara, that's a fantastic point. Hi, Supriti, good to see you. To come back to your point, Jason, I feel fear of insecurity stopping most of us from achieving our dreams. I think that is absolutely true. We're all really insecure. We're all worried. We're all having this fear of failure. Now, when you're following your dreams, first of all, I want to say this insecurity about will I fail or will people laugh at me? The thing to remember is whenever you try something new, whenever you try something for the first time, you are bound to fail because you've never done that before. Trust me, when I was writing my first book all those years ago, the first few drafts were absolute rubbish. I mean, I have kept them now and I still laugh about it when I look at it. They were absolute rubbish. But I knew that I just had to, I had never written a book before. So of course I was going to make a lot of mistakes, but I didn't let that stop me. And I think that's the important thing to remember, that when you first decide to follow your dream, you will stumble, you will fall, you will fail. You will fail more than once. You'll fail a few times. But I want you to know that's perfectly normal. In fact, as they say, failure is the first step. It's the stepping stone to success. So don't let that stop you guys. Okay, I have a question from Jamil. Hello, any new update? I'm assuming, are you asking me, Jamil, about my books? Whether there's anything new coming up, or are you asking me about a workshop? I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to try and cover either option. As many of you know, I've written 2 books already. The first is Diary of an Immigrant Bride. It's a love story, fiction. And the second one, which I have here, Unlock the Real You, is a motivational book. It's a book that is aimed at helping you get ahead professionally and personally. So that was launched 2 months ago in Mumbai, in India. And now about which book am I writing at the moment. So many of you who were with me when I first started the journey with Diary of an Immigrant Bride may remember that it's actually the first of a trilogy. So Diary of an Immigrant Bride is the first book in a set of 3 books. So I'm currently sort of haphazardly working on the sequel to Diary of an Immigrant Bride. So that's pretty exciting. But I'm not quite sure when I'm going to even finish the first draft, but I'm still hard at work on it. The other exciting project I have coming up is I'm having an online course so that people from all over the world, those who are not in Sydney, even the interstate ones, can join in. So this is a self-confidence course. It'll be 30 days to a more confident you, and I'm really excited about that. And that course hopefully should have been ready by now, but I got busy with a few other things. And hopefully you'll all enjoy that course once I've launched it. So I think I've actually gone over the 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've had so much fun. Normally I just do these YouTube videos, which is all completely one-way conversation. So today I've had a chance to say hello to all of you. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'm planning to do many more of these live Q&A Facebook sessions. So I'll try and do one in the next few days, and I'll give a little heads up before that so we have all of you on board when I'm next speaking. But enjoy the long weekend. It's the long weekend here in Australia. So have fun, guys, And Jamil, yes, the books that I've written, let me see if I can actually. Okay, so you'll get all that information on my website as well, nimgolkar.com. But just to let you know, it's Diary of an Immigrant Bride and Unlock the Real You. Manali Mami, hello. Nice to see you after so long. Thanks, Amy. I'm glad you enjoyed today's session. Thanks, guys, for joining in. And thank you, Payal. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Talk soon. Bye for now.